masyadong milus nung di alam.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, Digicel Foundation launches 18-1 classroom, PM reintroduces Chief Secretary position, and BSB school cricket blast ends. Digicel PNG Foundation officially launched an 18-1 double-story classroom at Tubusera Primary School in the Hiri Koyari district of Central Province. The partnership agreement to build this classroom was sealed in December 2020. It is part of the Whole School Sustainability Program, an initiative to incorporate principles of sustainability. A new 18-1 double-story classroom from the Tubusera Primary School in the Hiri Koyari district was launched today by Digicel PNG Foundation. The partnership agreement to build this classroom was sealed in December 2020 under the Whole School Sustainability Program. School Chairman Manu Momo spoke on behalf of the school board and shared that it was such an honor to have Digicel PNG choose the school.
It's fully equipped with the desk, whiteboards, and other essential learning material. The new classroom building was fully funded and built by Digicel Foundation. Tubusera Primary School contributed a mere 50,000 just to have assist with the landscaping.
Foundation CEO Serena Sasingan acknowledged foundation staff, board members, contractors and the community for the completion of this infrastructure. The responsibility to look after the building was passed on to staff, students and the people of Tubusera. She also welcomed Telstra International CEO Oliver Camplin-Warner witnessed the classroom opening.
But you are a community that I wouldn't really call underprivileged or underserved, not because of your proximity to the city, but because of the great and wonderful leadership that I've seen over the last 2 years. A team of very committed volunteers who have been committed to this school and committed to seeing transformation.
Secretary for Education Paul Ainui stressed on the importance of public-private partnership to leave no one behind.
We encourage you to start setting smart standards in the school in all that you do, inside and both outside the classroom context. Standards that can be easily measured. This 18-1 double-story classroom is a standard in itself.
The ceremony concluded with the ribbon cutting to the classroom block. Telstra International Chief Executive Officer Oliver Camplin-Warner was delighted to have been one of the first from Telstra to join the Digicel PNG family in launching a community project. Warner was fascinated, stating that he was proud to add Tubusera Primary School into the Digicel and Telstra footprint. He said the company will continue to work with the government, key stakeholders and organizations to ensure that we can create a world where no one is left behind.
The work of the Foundation over the past 13 years has been a wonderful achievement for us, and we are proud to continue in the rich tradition of Digicel, which is to give back to communities through the Digicel Foundation. To the students, this is your classroom. If you take responsibility in taking care of it, in turn,
in the national budget, PA Laos said not much was implemented in this year's budget because of the election and accounts had been frozen.
By next week, the budget should be ready to be presented to the chairman of the finance committee, which is our governor, honorable governor, and he will then present to the assembly and PEC for endorsement. Then PEC endorsement, he presents to assembly for further endorsement.
A rare visit from the French Minister of State for Development, Francophonie and Partnerships completed a 2-day visit with a tour of the Port Moresby Nature Park, where she launched a flagship biodiversity project. The Kiwa Wish Plus project, managed by Wildlife Conservation Society, is an action-oriented approach seeking to revolutionize how health is conceptualized on high island systems.
Development, Francophonie and Partnerships and Chrysola Zakharopoulou is in PNG for a rare visit on grounds of collaborating in climate change efforts. Minister Zakharopoulou reaffirms that France, as part of the Pacific region, sees the need to collaborate in facing climate change as a global challenge. She said France plays its full part in terms of climate change by reducing their emissions by 10% in the last 5 years.
We invest on renewable energy, and with the European Union, that we are part of this family of 27 countries, we take all our responsibility. We are committing to reducing our emissions by 55% in 2030, and we have already cut them by more than 35% since 1990.
Putting money where the mouth is, French minister announced their financial assistance to PNG through a biodiversity project, Kiwa Wish Plus project on Manus Island.
It's a huge pleasure also for me also to launch this Wish Plus project, which is part of the Kiwa initiative. And this Kiwa initiative is our flagship initiative,
Fiona Manu of Wildlife Conservation Society explained the Kiwa Wish Plus project would reforest degraded forest areas, including agroforestry at the headwaters of rivers, to provide clean water to villages downstream.
The villages downstream will be provided with water sanitation facilities to enhance access to clean water and eliminate pollution going into rivers, with a focus on the inclusion of women and youth.
Carol Kidu Jr., TVWAN News.
TVWAN News continues when we return. Stay with us.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun, or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell Rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell Rice. Skell Life. Open Net. tasty rice.
Making white flour rice become my favorite below family one time meat tasty belong Maggie tasty rice. Put him 2 pela cup rice long pot, add him water, na 1 pela packet Maggie tasty rice. Mix him good na boil him rice. Make him white pela rice come up tasty one time Maggie tasty rice. Maggie, the taste PNG loves.
Laga was there for the birth of our nation. We cheered when we dominated the Pacific Games. And we were full of pride when the hunters lifted the cup. Laga, cheers to 70 years.
How would you describe your mother?
My mom is beautiful.
She is strong like Superwoman.
I love my mom because she always takes care of me.
My mom, she's so patient and loving. I feel she's always around.
Karen, she works so hard and always wants the best for me.
She's soft like her love.
My mom is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Softland, fragrance of a mother's love.
Welcome back. Parliament has been urged to consider increasing penalties for alcohol and drug-related offences as a deterrent to alcohol-induced problems in the country. Prime Minister James Marape made this call while responding to Western Highlands Governor Wairapa on Wednesday in Parliament.
With escalating law and order issues in the country, the government intends to increase penalties for alcohol-related problems. Western Highlands Governor Wairapa raised this in Parliament.
Alcohol is putting so much pressure into this country, and so much billions of kina is cost is going up to try to address the law and order problem, and it's the biggest problem this country is going to have now. So we have to seriously look at how we can phase out with liquor, how we can control it. Western Highlands Province and Highlands Province is not good for liquor.
Prime Minister James Marape supported this, including returning a parliamentary committee to manage this issue in a bipartisan approach.
Perhaps the cost is not on beer itself, but the users of beer. The users of beer, who said is drinking beer, and associate problem come up. Me like offer him some solution. Penalty blow, who said he drink beer, drive, drink beer, and a costing problem, you make it increasing the floor of parliament. So I may come up deterrent. Papua New Guinea members of parliament, Papua New Guinea population, Nogan Poret, law, maybe increasing penalty.
The Prime Minister also called on provincial governors to step up by utilizing their powers to control alcohol use and alcohol-related problems in their respective provinces. Salome Vincent, TVWAN News.
The position of Chief Secretary to Government has been re-established after passage of the Prime Minister and National Executive Council Amendment Bill by Parliament on Wednesday, November the 23rd, 2022. Parliament unanimously passed the bill as well as the accompanying Public Services Management Amendment Bill 2022 after introduction by Prime Minister James Marape.
The position of Chief Secretary to Government held by Isaac Lupari was abolished in 2020 and replaced with the position of Secretary for Prime Minister and National Executive Council, now held by Ivan Pomaleo. Prime Minister James Marape said he had introduced the bill to bring back the position of Chief Secretary to Government to ensure public service accountability.
Reports should come in, and the Office of Chief Secretary, through this bill, when restored, will assist the government in ensuring that work is being progressed by all our public service departments and our agencies of state.
The Prime Minister added that by the end of December 2022, the 6-monthly performance report of all departmental and agency heads should be in, and by March 2023, all annual performance reports should have been submitted.
We now, through this bill, are restoring the Office of Chief Secretary, where all departmental head and agency heads are to report. Whilst reporting to the Minister, report administratively also to the Chief Secretary, so that we are progressive in as far as government key result areas are concerned for our national development aspirations, which will be or should be consistent to our government's key result areas as well as their own performance expectations consistent with the constitutional duties.
Salome Vincent, TV1 News.
Meantime, the two bills introduced by the Prime Minister to return to government the position of Chief Secretary received overwhelming support from both sides of the House.
In the debate session of the two introduced bills, support came from both sides of the House. Southern Highlands Governor William Powie commended the government for taking that direction.
For the interest of this country in terms of policy institutions going forward, the government oversight body in Wageni through the office of Chief Secretary is important. It plays a pivotal role in getting implementation and coordination of whole of government business in this country.
Minister for Public Service Joe Sungi said the Office of Chief Secretary is to look after central agencies and national departments and also bring in line the performance of the provincial administrators, as most of the implementation and coordination of policies is at the provincial level.
And so this office now, the Chief Secretary's office, will now hold into account the performance of all the departmental heads, including the provincial administrators, because they are probably the ones that are escaping and they're caught in between. Because they don't have any one clear reporting system. They only submit the Section 119 report or the performance management report every March to Department of Provincial Affairs.
Former Prime Minister and member for Yalibu Pangia, Peter O'Neill, also supported the government's decision to re-establish this important position. He said having a central agency and a chief secretary holds the public service to account.
Chief Secretary's position is an important position. Too many times we come up with ideas to change things too quickly without thinking it through. We have too many smart people. That is fine, but Mr. Speaker, let us test some of these ideas so that when we start implementing them, they are ideas that can work for the good of the country.
Salome Vincent, TV1 News.
Women's Microbank is looking to increase partnership with the government to introduce the Credit Guarantee Scheme across Papua New Guinea. Chief Executive Officer Gunnar Nididas stressed to Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture that the scheme is established to carry out finance assistance to micro and small enterprises, especially those run by women.
Here, and I am damn sure next 5 years this may be 1,000 kina credit guarantee scheme now, but it will be in millions in next 3 to 5 years time. I'm pretty sure on that. And we may be supporting few number of designers today. It will be all 800 designers and their supporters and their the families are going to be supported by this credit guarantee scheme.
And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase EasyPay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people. When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
Susan, I want something. And Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And new blue packet Sunshine milk. Ah, Sunshine got new blue packet milk.
Yes, good lo walk him coffee, tea, na bake him scone too. Sunshine Nutri-Strong. Scale lo make him Milo or milk belong all picking long drink too.
Nice, yeah.
Now Sunshine Nutri-Strong. He got vitamins and minerals too.
Sunshine Nutri-Strong, the new nutritious milk from Sunshine.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young plana lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Welcome back. Kimbe Pirates 7-star Junior Sabata has made it back into PNG Pukpuk Sevens team for the recently staged Oceania Sevens rugby tournament in Brisbane, Australia. For the mixed East and West New Britain speed sensation, making it back into the national team is not by luck or chance, but about commitment, hard work, perseverance and patience.
After missing out making the team for the Chile Challenger Series early this year, young Junior Sabata is embracing this opportunity. On the eve of the team's departure for Brisbane last week, young Sabata was kind enough to share a brief history of his rugby journey. Sabata spent his early childhood days growing up in Biela, West New Britain Province. After completing primary education at home, he moved to Port Moresby for further studies. That's when he got into playing rugby and enhanced his passion for the game. His first club was Jaggernauts and then moved on to Harlequins before joining current club Valley Hunters.
Unfortunately, I didn't make the team to Chile the last trip, but I was still part of the squad and I was still with the team. Undertaking all this training and our training program, and then I was fortunate enough to be in this final 12 this tournament.
Sabata has been in the Pukpuk's current training squad since. Although he did not make the trip to Chile in August this year, his unwavering commitment to the game, hard work and perseverance eventually paid off when he got selected again to the Oceania Sevens rugby tournament in Brisbane, where the Pukpuks came out second behind Tonga.
Big bonus for us. Sevens team, the speed everywhere, the forwards and the backs, so anyone can play anywhere in the field, and with the help of Coach Aim, it's been a really big help for us. It's been really, strict on us too, with everything, and it's been really tough. The camp till now, it's been really tough, and we just trusted our preparation, and we're looking forward to this tournament.
Sabata said he was always confident of making it back into the final squad and was really looking forward to the team doing well at the Oceania, which they did, qualifying for the next Challenger Series in Chile in 2023, despite coming out second. Moving forward, Sabata highlighted lack of better game management and game techniques is a work in progress. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
BSB School Cricket Blast has concluded its Term 4 Week 8 program for the under 13 and under 15 boys and girls from selected primary schools in NCD on Wednesday 23rd November 2022. The rest of Papua New Guinea will each host a BSB Cricket Blast on Friday the 25th of November 2022.
The BSB Cricket Blast brought together 5 schools from the National Capital District to participate in the modified cricket competition ending Term 4 of this year's program. 160 students aged between 13 and 15 from Tarama Primary, St. Teresa Primary, Pari Primary and Shalom and Tenge Primary schools converged at the Bisini cricket pitch on Wednesday to try out their cricket skills taught by cricket development officers through the BSB School's Cricket Term 4 Quality Program. Cricket PNG Games Development Manager Margaret Sibona said this term the number of participating schools was quite overwhelming.
And it's really exciting because the students are so happy because now they know how fun and exciting cricket is, especially when they're interacting and having to share their ideas and socializing. And then coming to meet one another is what that matters. Yeah. So it's
BSP Corporate Partnership Manager Amelia Minopu and her staff were at hand to present BSP merchandise to the happy and excited students. Minopu said BSP invests over 430,000 kina annually in running the BSP schools cricket in the country.
We aim to reach over 170 schools per year, and this blast here is basically the finals for the NCD competition.
The number of participating students who stood out were also rewarded with medals for their efforts.
Hitting the ball, sending it all the way to get .6, it was very fun doing that.
It was good. It was fun and good.
All right. The rest of Papua New Guinea BSP school cricket blasts are set to end this Friday, November 25, in Goroka, Alatau, Medang, Ley, Popondetta, Kunjip, and Kimber. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
And that ends the news tonight. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.